Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to Mtech channel. Today we are going to discuss how to create a point of sale user, the one who will be dedicated to point of sale screen only and will not enter to the admin screen to see the reports and all that. For this you have to log into your Mtech with your admin credentials like admin username and password. Then simply you'll go to master entry and you will select employee master. Here you will press the add button and auto code will be generated, which is 2, and you can enter the name you want for the user. And then in the department screen you will press F10 from your keyboard. A list of departments will come. You can select any department, you can associate this user with any department, and then you will press F10 in the branch screen. So you can have more than one branches if you have added, but right now we have one branch, so I'll select this branch and then the password 1 2 3. The most important is to select the type. When you will set it to sales, this particular user or employee will be associated with the point of sale screen only, and you will press save. Now your user is created with the code 2 and the password 1 2 3. We will exit the program. We'll go back to the shortcut. In the username we'll enter 2, and in the password we'll enter 1 2 3, which we have created. When you press OK, it will directly go to the point of sale screen. It's a beautifully designed screen. User Muhammad is right here, and the time is 10:24 p.m. you can see. Now in the cursor will be in the code area by default, and if you have a barcode scanner with you as a user, all you have to do, you have to scan the barcode label pasted on the product or pre-pasted on the product with the scanner. When you scan that barcode, it will call the data against that barcode on the screen. But you can enter manually the codes as well. Sometimes scanners doesn't read well, or the sticker is not printed properly, so you have to type in the code manually. So what I'm doing right now here is to enter the code manually. Okay, once the code is entered, you press enter from your keyboard, so the cursor will come directly to the quantity column. You can change quantities as you want from your keyboard, and you can go further, scan second product or enter the code for the second product. Okay, and you can simply change the quantity. For example, if you want to change the quantity of tomato from 1 kg directly to 4 kg, and your cursor is right here in this cell in a new row, all you have to do is you just press the dot from your keyboard, which is on the numeric side of your keyboard where are the number keys, and you can put any number after it. Like I wanted to change it to 5, so I'll press dot 5 and press enter. It will change the quantity of the product which is in the last row of the grid. But if you want to change the quantity of some product which is somewhere in the list but not at the last point, you have to recall the item to rescan it or re-enter the code. Okay, so it brings it to the last row. So if you want to change the quantity, you'll press enter, come to the new row, and you can change the quantity to 12. So that's how it works. And now the total bill is like 4,987.50. So the customer will not pay the exact amount, he will pay 5,000. So all you have to do is to press the F12 F12 key from your keyboard, the cursor will come to the paid amount. The user will enter the paid amount which has been paid by the customer. It tells to the user on the screen that 12.5 has to be returned to the customer. And sometimes customer might will not pay cash, he'll pay by a Visa card or a credit card. Wherever you are on the screen, all you have to do is press F1 from your keyboard and it will bring you directly to the area where you can collect the payment from Visa card. Okay, so for example, customer paid 4,987.5 from his Visa card. Okay, and sometimes customer might will pay a portion from Visa card, the portion of a total amount from Visa card and rest by cash. For example, he paid 2,000 from the Visa card and rest he wanted to pay cash. So that's how it works. And in some cases, my customer might will buy 2 items and then he would remember that he wants to buy something else, and you have other customers in the queue. So the customer right here for whom you are making the invoice might would like to go for a while to grab another thing from the store and come back. You can put this customer in wait by pressing F5 from your keyboard. Okay, and it will ask for the input of the supervisor password or the user's password. Simply you can do that by entering your password. So you can see in the waiting list 1 appears here. That means 1 customer is in the waiting list. Now you can carry on and make your new invoice for your for other customer. Okay, like 2 kgs of apple he purchased, and you can make this invoice. You can complete it and press end. Once your invoice is completed, you can press end. It will actually print the invoice to your point of sale printer. Now the customer who was on the waiting, he comes back to continue with his invoice. You have to press F6 from your keyboard, and it will bring you to barcode or input the waiting number. So we have waiting number 1. User will input 1 and press OK or press enter. So the waiting number 1 has been called back. Whatever we have entered in this invoice is recalled. Now the user can carry on with the new item he bought, maybe more than 1 items. Okay, and that's how it works. So after entering all the important data, which is like scanning all the items, the total came 5,827. User can press F12 and come into the paid amount and enter like 6,000 and 1,172.5 is his balance. So that's how the point of sale screen works. Once you are finished with entering all the data, to save the invoice and to print the customer receipt from the point of sale printer, all you have to do is to press END, END from your keyboard. That's how it works. Our data is saved and the point of sale receipt has been printed from the printer. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for further demos and training videos. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.